Alright guys, welcome to my video. Today we're doing an oil change on a 2024 Yamaha R3. Now it works for pretty much every other R3 out there, from first gen to second gen, which I have here. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to change the oil, and I'm also giving you guys an update. So this is my second oil change. I already did the first one at 1,000 miles, so that's like the break-in period. Now if you're doing your first oil change, you expect some like metal flakiness, like the oil to be really like chromey. That's all natural. It's just the engine breaking in. And now the R3 itself, I have aftermarket double bubble tinted visor with some aftermarket screws. I got this off AliExpress for $5. Now it only took 2 weeks to come in, but yeah. I also had stealth mirrors, but I recently got in a crash. If you guys see some scrapage, nothing too crazy. I had to replace the clutch bar. And I also have a TST fender eliminator. I bought that for about 80 bucks off Amazon. And I also have a full KO Lightning exhaust. It comes all the way down and it spits fire and everything. It's really cool. Now I'm gonna dive in with the oil change. Now with the oil change, it is a 12 mil, and I'm coming down over to the drain bolt, and it should be right here. I'm gonna make sure that's aligned. Don't worry about bending this fairing a little bit, and lefty loosey it just like that. It should be really easy. I'm gonna take that out, and now I'm not gonna fully drain it because I want to loosen the K&N filter. All right, so with the K&N filter, I just realized it'd be better if you take off this, and it's just right in front of the filter. It's just 4 little screws, Phillips, and so the K&N filter is 17. So I kind of busted it loose already, so it should be pretty easy. And that's coming out. And the reason that you want to do the filter first is just so the air is getting all through there and whatnot. So now it's hand tight, so I'm just hand tightening it out, and now you see oil coming out. Unscrew that. Now I'm just letting it drip on my catch can, and now the oil should be loose enough. The oil like bolt should be loose enough as well. I'm just gonna let that drain, and it should be about 2.5 quarts. Now I'm gonna fill it up a little bit more, just because I like to wheelie, and if you wheelie, it's smart to overfill it a little bit, so you're not damaging the engine and possibly causing it to blow up. So we're just letting it dry or drain, and then yeah. All right, so now that we have the drain bolt, and it's been leaking for a little bit, I have the oil filter right here. So what we're gonna do is just screw it on. I have a little bit of the old oil just as a lubricant. So I'm gonna come down here and screw that back on. Now I'm just gonna do it hand tight for now. All right. Oil filter. So I have K&N. I really recommend this, so because you could just bolt it off. Why? I'm gonna take it off. Struggling a little bit. And if you guys are questioning what oil to use, personally, I recommend Mobil 1 Racing 4T 10W40. Now I'm gonna screw in the new filter, if I can get it. Just hand tight, nothing too crazy. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the drain plug, and like I said before, it's a 12 millimeter, and don't worry about bending the fairing a little bit, just tighten it up, it won't hurt it. Now it's just gonna be snug, nothing too crazy, just 1, 2, good. Now I'm gonna go back to the 17 millimeter. Now this is a new type of filter, so I don't know if it's the right size. It might be 18, depending on, never mind, it's 17. Now I'm just doing it hand tight, so I barely feel any play. Just like that. Nothing too crazy, like I said. And now we're gonna bust open the oil just real quick. It's gonna take about 2.5, maybe a little more, because if you're replacing the filter, which I recommend replacing the filter after every oil change. Now that they're all open, I'm gonna bring you guys on the right side of the bike, over here. All right, so I already have the fill plug off, super easy, hand tight. And I have this big funnel, oversized in my opinion. Now we're gonna just start adding the oil. Like I said, 10W30, Mobil 1 Racing. Now I'm gonna just slowly add it. And then after I fill this up a little bit, I'll make sure to give you guys a good start. Now, there is a little sight glass. If you guys like to measure it with the bike, it's right there, it's right there. If you want to show them that. It's right here. You can kind of see the oil already. And you'll kind of start seeing it fill up once I start adding more oil. Excuse the background. Siblings are having fun. Now we're at 2. Now we're gonna do about 2.5, and then a little more, just because we like to wheelie. So you can adjust it to whatever you like. Now you see on the drain plug we're full, but we haven't had that new filter on quite yet, so it'll fluctuate and it'll run everything. So right now we're about to do a 2.5, that's what we're at. And I'm gonna just put the filter here for the funnel. Don't want to drip anything. Just right here real quick. Just tighten that back on. Just hand tight, nothing too crazy. Just till it don't move. Now we're gonna start it up and let the oil filter do its job, run through. Let that fuel pump kick in, not right away. Now you're just gonna let it sit for about 30 seconds. And I don't know really how loud it is, but that's that K&O lightning. I'll give you a couple reps. She's pretty loud. She spits real fire. It's pretty cool. And like I said, I have a little under 4,000, just because I like to play a little hard with the bike. And you can see my oil light is flashing right there. So I don't know if I'm sure you guys can look up how to reset it. I'll have to do the same. So that's how you guys change your oil. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll answer them willingly. So thanks guys for watching, and ride safe.